Hey, folks, Stephanie Young here. Um, anyway, happy Thursday. Well, you guys know, last Tuesday I made a Project Tokala video. I like to make these usually on Thursdays after Bible study. We didn't have Bible study last night because I guess the weather was still just too undrivable. The pastor didn't want us to drive, I guess, all the way from where we lived. Now, a lot of people, even though most of the people who go to Bible study live right in the neighborhood, he didn't want to risk those of us who have to travel. His roads were pretty icy still from the winter storm. Anyway. I'm gonna go to my pictures. Realms Tokala pictures. Which one do I want to use? Realms Tokala pics. Concept art. I'm gonna look for AI. Although this AI concept just doesn't look as whimsical as my original, as colorful even. It's pretty, but I don't know. It seems a little boring to me. Anyway, what I'm doing today. Add music. From PC. Tokala music. Here we go. Audacity. Wayfarer. With reverb. It's this one right here. I'm gonna go to home here. I think it's home.
Wayfarer, wayfarer, wanderer of all, peacekeeper, soothsayer.
Maybe it's a project fit to music. Anyway, Realms of Tokala, if you don't know what it is, by the way, it's a ongoing allegorical fantasy role-playing game project I started years ago with help from some of my friends, but a lot of them, most of them left the project, tapered off, went off to do their own thing, so some of them were younger and they got older, got, I guess, jobs and schoolwork and things, college. And then a lot of the people started the project with went their own ways, do their own separate projects and things. And we're looking for anyone who just wants to help us out. It's just me and pretty much one other person now working on the project. It's been like that since 2016, I guess. And so we've been needing people to help us out. Even if you don't have a talent, skill, or ability, but you can maybe start us a crowdfunding campaign. Get our project more off the ground. My good friend Shaden, he's been working on developing the game in the Unreal Engine, the latest Unreal Engine. And he's gotten it Steam ready. So hopefully we'll be able to put it up on Steam and raise money for maybe starting a new website. We used to have a website for the project, projecttokala.com. But eventually I stopped being able to manage the website. I moved it to Pro Boards or something. It's after my first stroke that I had, and I don't know if this camera is even actually pointing to me at all. I'm gonna back to home since I've made the excuse me, sorry for my uncouthness. There you go. I gotta switch it to my custom title theme that I created in HighLogic font editor from scratch. I made I used characters that I drew like in a square box in like Photoshop and stuff. Solid characters that I made and filled out and everything. I straightened the lines and made it anti-alias and all that, or whatever, vectorized. Yeah, I made it to where it's smooth and the lines are perfectly straight in the font editor. And actually turned it into a font with that. It's a really cool tool. I'm so glad I found it. And I was just noticing how dry it is. The air is so dry, my skin is so dry. My knuckles especially, really dry. They're dry and crusty and like calloused. That happens sometimes in this bad weather. Anyway, Let's change the size of this to like 36. Wayfarer. Should I put my name in here? I had AI help me with this one. Maybe I'll move this title. Anyway, guys. Yeah, we need people who can help us with anything. If you can draw, you can make 3D models, if you can sing, voice act, animate, write code in an Unreal Engine, or do anything. I mean, we need people who can help me, write characters in, or stories, new quest scripts and stuff, and someone who can help me make music, and people who can sing, maybe do bard voices for singing bard songs and stuff, and even writing new bard songs. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know if this background's gonna look good in this video, but I'll try. But anyway, guys, y'all know I make these videos. I have a public folder for the entire project that anyone is able to take out stuff from the folder, edit it, and modify it, and make your own version of whatever you took out and put it back in. It's on Google Drive. Or you can just add your own stuff, new stuff to it if you want. Have different folders, subfolders and stuff. Most of what I've been putting in there lately is in my call it Audacity projects, because I use Audacity. Most people use Audacity, so. And most of my friends I've met online use Audacity, so it's easy to get. It's free. It's easy to use. So if you don't use Audacity, I recommend you use it, so we can can all use it for the project. I mean, a lot of people in the game modding community used Audacity, and I would work with them in Audacity to help with the voice acting lines and stuff. I liked using that FL Studio because voice modulation is really good. Lots of stuff you can do in FL Studio that you can't do in Audacity, but FL Studio is a program you have to pay for, software you have to pay for. But Audacity is free. And this dry weather is making my hands look wrinkly and old, like an old person's hands. Dry and wrinkly. But anyone who wants to brainstorm characters, quest ideas, by the way, the story, the hero character is an angelic being called the Steward, the last final steward. And several stewards descended to the earth before they became mortal because of a curse caused by the first steward, Dralcarius. He created death, and all the stewards that wanted to descend to the earth to help, they found mortality and death. Most of them died, except for one. Well, she didn't die. She just kind of hid herself away and hiding. She's old, and she helps to show the hero character how to find their fox god Tokus. It's like Aslan the lion, but a fox, because Tokala means fox. I mean, I made up the word, not knowing that it was the actual word that existed years ago. I made up the word. And I found out this means fox in Native American names, so let's give this kind of a Native American feel to it, tribal feel, and revolve the world around foxes and their fox god, like Aslan the lion, who is also an allegorical character representing Jesus. And similarly, this fox god, Tokus, he descends to the earth, becomes mortal, and he saves a flock of innocent sheep from these evil wolves, Dralkar, possessed wolves. Yeah, Dralkar are the demons, the descendants of Dralcarius. But anyway, guys, yeah, the daughter of one of the first, the only other steward to descend to the earth that survived. She guides the steward, the 12th. Yeah, they call this steward the 12th one. This steward saves the planet, destroys Dralcarius with the help of their friends. They a group camaraderie of friends, and anyway, guys, God bless you. Make sure to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/Project Tokala, or our group. I mean, so the group is a lot of numbers and stuff, so I have to direct link it. I can't just say the link offhand. But anyway, my mouse is being crazy. It's not really working very well for some reason. I think it's because of all the cords I've got laying around. There we go. God bless you all. Have a good weekend.